everybody. Thank you so much for joining me this afternoon. Today's class, we're really going to focus on being present in the moment, focusing on our breath, slowing our breath down, and really trying to see what feels good. So I always like to have blocks in my practice. Like I always say this, these are relatively inexpensive. You can purchase them on Amazon, on any sporting goods store, Target. And I like to use these because these enhance my practice. So for example, let's say if you're sitting cross-legged and this is really uncomfortable, you can always place up blocks underneath your knees, or you can always sit on your blocks so that lifts you up a little bit higher. If we're doing a pose where maybe your hand doesn't quite reach the floor, you can always use a block to help you. So I always like to use them. So we're going to start today's practice seated. If you have a pillow, you can also place it underneath you to elevate you. Your spine's going to be long. You're going to close your eyes. You can begin to deepen your breath. Long inhales in and out of your nose. Trying to elongate your breath. So trying to expand your inhales and trying to extend those exhales. If you notice, when we are in a stressful moment, our breath begins to shorten and it becomes really fast. When we're relaxed or when we are calm, our breath is slow and steady. So regardless of how your day has looked like or what it would look like, we're learning how to manipulate our breath to allow ourselves to be in a calm state. Using this practice both on and off our mat, especially with what's happening, with all the information that we hear and that we see, there may be times where maybe just a sudden anxiety can come over you. I challenge you during those times just to close your eyes, just focus on your breath, long inhales and exhales, and really notice how much more calm your body starts to feel. Let's all take a deep inhale together in through your nose. And open your mouth, let it go. Let's do that together. Inhale in through your nose. And open your mouth, let it go. Awesome job. All right. Hands in front of us. I'm going to remove my block and bring it out to the side. You're going to come into your tabletop position, making sure that your joints are stacked, your shoulder over your wrist, your hips over your knees. When you're ready, inhale, belly down, shoulders down, gazes up. Exhale, round your spine, press that midway. Inhale, belly down, shoulders down, gazes up. Exhale, round your spine, pressing that midway. Now you can add additional movements here, maybe bringing your hips from side to side. Maybe tucking your toes under, bringing your hips back towards your heels. You can even close your eyes here as you come into that fluid movement. Good. Coming into stillness, we're going to tuck our toes under. So we're going to stretch out our toes just a little bit. Crawl your fingertips towards your knees, keeping your toes tucked under. Oh, I think people are trying to come in. Awesome. All right, keeping your toes tucked under. You're gonna clasp your hands. You begin to roll your wrists. And this is one of the areas in our bodies, actually both our toes and our wrists are one of the areas in our bodies that sometimes we may forget to focus our stretches. You may start feeling that intensity in your toes. We're almost there. Gently release, coming back onto all fours. You can even tap out those toes. Bring your fingertips to face the outsides of your mat. Begin to rock from your left and then to your right. You're gonna flip the top of your right hand down onto the mat, fingers facing your knees. I'm gonna do this one at a time because this is a little bit intense. Maybe bringing my hips back just a little bit, hips back towards my heels. Come back to neutral, flipping the top of my left hand down onto the mat. Maybe bringing my hips back just a little bit. Good, bringing my left hand down onto the mat. Inhale, reach that right arm up. Exhale, thread it under your left arm, right temple or cheek down onto the mat. Really press that left hand down onto the earth. Open up that shoulder. Inhale, reach that right arm up. Exhale, bring it down onto the mat. Inhale, reach that left arm up towards the sky. Reach, reach, reach. Inhale. Exhale, thread it under your right arm, bringing your left temple or cheek down onto the mat. Really press your right hand down onto the earth. Coming back, reaching that left arm up. And exhale, come back down. You're gonna come down onto all fours. Excuse me, bring your forearms down. Extend both legs back behind you. We're just gonna create some heat here. Press the floor away with your arms. Gaze is in between your hands. Keeping your belly tight. You're here for 3, 2, 1. Coming onto our right forearm, stacking our feet, reaching that left arm up. Really pressing the floor away. You can challenge your balance by lifting your gaze up towards that left hand. You can even extend that left leg up to a hover. That's just an option. Inhale. And as you exhale, flying arm down onto the mat, bringing your weight over to the left arm, stacking your feet, reaching those hips up high. Reach that right arm up towards the sky. Again, you can hover that right leg up if you like. You're here for 3, 2, and 1. Flying arm down. Bring your belly down onto the mat. Chin down. Slide your hands underneath your shoulders. Inhale, chest up, cobra. Exhale, come back down. Do that one more time. Inhale, chest up, cobra, neck and spine are long. And exhale, come up, back up onto all fours. You're gonna reach that right leg back behind you. Keep your right toes tucked under. Keep your belly tight. Now begin to elevate that right leg. Point your toe. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're gonna do a modified vinyasa with our right leg extended back. Bring that left heel, turn your left glute. Bring your hands about half a palm width forward. Inhale, bring your chest towards the front of your mat. And as you exhale, begin to bend your elbows, squeeze those elbows in tight, belly down. Extend both legs back. Inhale, chest up. Exhale, come back up onto all fours. Stay here. Extend your left leg back. Hover that left leg up. We're gonna point and reach that left leg up for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Keep it here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Right heel towards right glute. You're going to go through your modified vinyasa and end on all fours. Come halfway down and all the way down to your belly. Inhale up into cobra. Exhale onto all fours. Tuck your toes under. Begin to lift those hips up high for your first downward facing dog. This may feel intense, especially if it's the first time you're doing downward facing dog in your day. Begin to press your hands against the mat. You almost want to lift maybe about a hair from your palms up towards the sky. Relax your head. Your gaze could be in between your feet or at your belly button. You can bend your knees a lot or you can straighten them out, but not locked out. Inhale here. Exhale, shift into plank, shoulders over wrist. Inhale, hips back. Exhale, shift into plank. Inhale, hips back. Exhale, shift into plank. Stay here for 3, 2, 1. Come down onto all to your forearms. Staying here. Come back to that breath. Coming onto your right side, stacking your left foot on top of right, reaching that left arm up. Maybe hovering that left foot up. For 3, 2, 1. Flying arm down. Coming onto your left side, stacking your feet, lifting those hips up high, reach that right arm up. Maybe hovering that right leg up for 3, 2, 1. Flying arm down. You're gonna bring your hands where your elbows were, coming back to plank, hips up and back. Downward facing dog. Come back to your breath. Long, slow, and steady. Inhale here. Exhale, shift it to plank. Inhale, hips back. Exhale, shift into plank. Inhale, hips back. Exhale, shift into plank. We're gonna go through your vinyasa modified or full out. If you wanna do it full out, keep your knees up. If you wanna do modified, bring your knees down. Come halfway down and all the way down to your belly. Inhale up into your upward facing dog or cobra. Tuck your toes under, hips high. Downward facing dog. Inhale, reach those heels high, bend your knees, belly touches the tops of your thighs. Look forward, begin to crawl, step, or jump your feet towards the front of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Let's do that again. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Your fingers are pressing forward towards the balls of your feet. Hinge forward, forward fold. Bend your knees a lot, slowly roll up to standing. Have your head be the last thing that comes up as you reach those arms up high, palms touch. Exhale, squeeze your shoulder blades together, elbows out, heart up, chest up. Inhale, arms up. You're gonna clasp your hands, have your pointer fingers remain up. Wrap your thumbs around your hands, relax your shoulders. Inhale, and as you exhale, lean over to the right. Rotate that left shoulder up towards the sky. Come back up to center, inhale. And as you exhale, lean over to the left, rotate that right shoulder up. Come back up to center. Exhale, swan dive, forward folds. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back, hands to shins. Exhale, plant your hands. If you have crow, you can come into crow. If not, you can step back, jump back into plank. You're gonna go through your vinyasa and meet us in downward facing dog. Come back to your breath. Inhale, reach that right leg up and back. Bend your knee, open your hip. Extend that right leg back. Bend your knee to right elbow. Extend back. Bend your knee to left elbow. Extend back. Bend your knee to right elbow again. Right foot on the outside of your hand, left knee down. Extend that spine nice and long. Now your right foot, that foot that's on the outside of your hand, you're gonna step it halfway onto your mat. Your toes are still gonna be pointing towards that right side of your mat. I'm gonna tuck my back toe under, lift my left knee. Then I'm gonna come onto the pinky edge of my left foot as I reach that right arm up towards the sky. Keep reaching those hips up high. Now I have the choice to stay here with my right foot in the center of my mat, or I can stack my feet. Up to you. You're here for 3, 2, 1. If your feet are stacked, bring your right foot back into the middle. Flying hand down, reach that right leg up and back, three-legged dog. Good, keep staying here. Bend your knee to nose, right foot in between your hands. We're gonna open up into warrior 2. You're gonna bring that back foot down, so your left toes point to the left side of your mat. Reach that left arm back, right arm forward, warrior 2. Keep bending that front knee, making sure that your shoulders are over your hips, arms spread out wide, palms face down. Flip your front palm, reach forward, then up and back to reverse your warrior. Feeling that right side stretch. Coming into side angle, bending that front elbow. You're either gonna place your right hand on top of that right thigh and reach that left arm up, or if you have a block, a book, or anything with height, you can place your right hand on the inside of your right leg and place your hand on top of that block or whatever you have. 3, 2, and 1. Good. Remove that block. Reverse your warrior. Exhale, windmill your hands, frame your front foot. Bring that left knee down. Bringing both hands on top of that right thigh, reaching those hips forward. Arm options here. You can either clasp either or opposite elbows, squeezing your shoulder blades together, or you can clasp your hands together and extend those arms back, opening up that heart, opening up those shoulders. You can even look up if you like. And gently release. Bring both hands down to frame your front foot. Bring that right foot back, coming onto all fours. Coming down onto your forearms, tucking your toes under, lifting those toes up, pressing the floor away. Elbows, press the earth away, look in between your hands. Crawl your feet back. Bring your hands where your elbows were. Go through your vinyasa, modified or full out. And meet us in downward facing dog. Come back to your breath. Reach that left leg up and back, three-legged dog. Bend your knee, open your hip. Extend that left leg back, bend your knee to left elbow. Extend back. Bend your knee to right elbow. Extend back. Bend your knee to left elbow again. Left foot on the outside of your hand. Bring that right knee down. Hands come flat down onto the mat. Extend that spine long. If you have blocks, you can always place blocks underneath your hands to extend your spine even longer. Or you can even bring your forearms down onto those blocks if that's in your practice. A few more breaths here. Now I'm going to heel toe my left foot towards the center of the left side of my mat. Left toes keep pointing off to the left. I tuck my toes under, lift my right knee, coming onto the pinky edge of my right foot. Reach that left arm up. Keep reaching those hips up high. You have the option of staying here or maybe stacking your feet. Wherever you are, you're here for 3, 2, 1. If you stacked your feet, bringing your left foot back where it came from, flying arm down, reach that left leg up and back, 3-legged dog. Bend your knee, knee to nose, left foot in between your hands. We're gonna open up into warrior 2. Right sole of the foot comes down, reaching that right arm back, left arm forward, keep bending that front knee. Shoulders over hips, arms spread wide, coming back to that breath. Bend that front knee just a little bit more. Flip your front palm, reach forward, then up and back to reverse your warrior. Feeling that left side stretch. Exhale, begin to bend that elbow, place it on top of that left leg, reach that right arm up. Again, if you have a block, you can also place your block on the inside of that left foot, whatever height. Opening up that right shoulder up, so you're rotating that top shoulder up towards the sky. Good, removing that block, reversing your warrior, inhale. And as you exhale, windmill to frame your front foot, right knee down. Reaching your hands on top of your left thigh, keep reaching those hips forward. Come back to that breath. Bring your hands behind you, either clasping your opposite elbows or clasping your hands behind your lower back. If your hands are clasping together, and extend those arms back behind you, squeezing your shoulder blades together, maybe looking up. You're here for 3, 2, 1, release. Frame your front foot, tuck your back toe under, lift that right knee up, extend your left leg back into plank, bring both forearms down. Crawling your feet towards your elbows, pressing the floor away. Maybe this time you bring one leg up, and then maybe you bring the opposite leg up. Crawling your feet back into that forearm plank, bringing your belly down, sliding your hands underneath your shoulders. Inhale, chest up. Exhale, come all the way down. Bring your hands on the outsides of your mat. Tent your fingertips. Inhale, chest up. Exhale, dip your right shoulder in towards center. Inhale up. Exhale, dip left shoulder in towards center. Inhale up. You're here for 3, 2, 1. Release. Bring your hands underneath your shoulders. Tuck your toes under. If you can, try not to use your knees as you press up into your plank. And you can go through your vinyasa and meet us in downward facing dog. Inhale, reach those heels up high. Bend your knees, look at your hands. You're gonna walk, step, or jump towards the front of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Coming into chair, bend your knees, chest up. Arms come up, sit low. When you're in your chair, you can't see your toes. So you're gonna sit low. Weight is back towards your heels. If you can't see your toes, or if your toes are over your knees, sit lower, lift your toes up. Inhale, stand all the way up, bring that left knee to chest. We're gonna come straight into tree pose. So left sole of the foot is either gonna be on the inside of your right thigh, your right shin, or your right heel is gonna be on the inside of your right ankle. You wanna stay away from that knee. Bring your hands to heart center, wherever you are. Good, flying foot down. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, swan dive, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, come back to forward fold. Coming into chair. Bend your knees, chest up. Arms come up, sit low. As you stand up, bring that right knee into chest. Coming straight into your tree pose on the opposite side. Remember that your foot is on the inside of your thigh, your calf, or your ankle, hands to heart. And gently release. Inhale, reach your arms up high. Exhale, swan dive, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands down, coming into crow if you want it. If not, step back, jump back into plank. Go through your final vinyasa. And meet us in downward facing dog. Take a deep inhale here. Exhale, shift into plank. Bring both knees down. Cross your ankles behind you. Bring your hands back towards your feet. Extend those legs out in front of you. Flex your feet. Reach those arms in front. Slowly, vertebra by vertebra, come down onto your back. Bring your arms beside you, palms face up. Bend your knees. Bring the soles of the feet down. Flip your palms down. Reach those hips up high. Press your shoulder blades against the mat. You're here for 3, 2, 1. Hips down. Heel toe your feet so your toes together, bringing your soles of the feet together, knees wide apart, flip your palms up. Coming into your Supta Baddha Konasana, lying down butterfly. Bring your right knee into your right shoulder, extend that left leg straight, flex your feet. Coming into a twist, right arm out to the side, bringing that right knee over to the left for a twist, gazes up or towards your right hand. Coming back to center, bringing both knees into chest, extend your right leg in front of you, flex your feet, left knee to the left shoulder. Extend your left arm out like a T, bring your knee over to the right for a twist. Come back to center, bring both knees into your chest, coming into happy baby, grabbing the grabbing the outer edges of your feet, flexing your toes, pressing the soles of your feet down towards the earth. Maybe you stay still. Maybe you rock from side to side. Maybe you extend one leg and then the other. Perhaps recline straddles in your practice. Staying here for a few more seconds. Coming back to that breath, slowing it down. Bring both knees back into your chest. Bring your forehead to your knees. Squeeze yourself into a tight little ball as you inhale. And exhale, release your grip. Extend both legs out in front of you, arms beside you. Coming into that final pose, allowing yourself to reap all the benefits that you just allowed yourself to do in these last 30 minutes. Come back to that breath, letting go. You've reached your final resting pose. Shavasana. Staying here just for a minute with your eyes closed. Letting go. Gently begin to allow movement back into your body by wiggling your toes and your fingers and by deepening your breath. And whenever you're ready with your eyes still closed, gently begin to reach those arms up over your head for a nice morning stretch. Gently bend your knees and come into a fetal position on your right or on your left side. And slowly begin to come into a seated position the same way that we started our practice. Bring your hands to heart center with a slight tilt of your chin towards your heart. Take a deep inhale here. And open your mouth, let it go. Let's do that together one more time. Inhale deeply in through your nose. And open your mouth, let it go. Remembering that our breath has so much power. And in any situation, we can allow ourselves to slow down, to come into this peaceful state. Thank you so much for sharing your energy this afternoon. And thank you so much for allowing me to guide you today's practice. Namaste.